For this, we're going to look at what we call the budget balance. So if we are looking at the federal government, or any government really, if we have more revenues, the amount that they're bringing in, than we have expenditures, that's called a budget surplus. If they have more expenditures, money they're spending, than they have in revenues, that's called a budget deficit. Okay, so for this one, let's look at year one. So we have revenues of 2,100 and expenditures of 2,200. So how much we're spending is greater than how much we're bringing in. So that gives us a deficit. We also want to know how much the deficit is. So we're just going to look at the difference between these two. So 2,200 minus 2,100, we have a deficit of 100. That means they spent more by 100 than they brought in. So in year two, we have revenues of 2,200 and expenditures of 2,000. So revenues are greater than expenditures. So now we have a surplus, and we want to figure out how much. So it's 2,200 minus 2,000. That's 200. Now in year three, we have revenues of 2,200. We have expenditures of 2,300. So we have more expenditures than revenues. So we have a deficit of 2,300 minus 2,200, so that's 100. Now in year four, our revenues of 2,300, our expenditures of 2,300, those are the same. We call that a balanced budget. And then in the last year, we have revenues of 2,000, we have expenditures of 2,400. So again, more spending than revenue. That's a deficit of 400.